friends. Welcome to your reading, your next big career breakthrough. If you don't know me, I'm Carolee. If you're new here, I'm Carolee. And on this channel, Clarity with Carolee, I bring you clarity through life's toughest challenges using trauma-informed spiritual and tarot guidance. So without further ado, let's pick the piles. Pile number 1, we have the Desert Rose crystal. Pile number 2 is the Pyrite. Pile number 3 is the Honey Calcite. Oops. And pile number 4 is the Himalayan Salt. Perfect. Take a moment, take a deep breath, and choose the pile that resonates with you. If you're drawn to more than one pile, there might be more messages for you. But start with one and see how that feels. Again, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right? And so choose the pile that resonates with you, and down in the description box, you'll find the timestamp linked to your pile. I'll see you in your reading. Hey, pile number 1, welcome to your reading, your next big career breakthrough. What's in store for you? I picked a few oracle cards as well, so we pre-selected your tarot cards. I picked some oracle cards that are over there. They're reversed because we're going to get into those at the end of the reading to kind of see what other messages Spirit has for you. But right now, let's just get into the tarot cards and see what's going on, what your next big breakthrough is. Let's see, how should I do this? Dun-dun-dun. 5 of Inspiration, so the 5 of Wands in this deck. And then we have, 10 of Emotions, so 10 of Cups. And the Emperor. We have for 19, the Sun. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles at the end here. So let's get into this. What's going on in your next big breakthrough in your career? When I was shuffling your cards initially and the cards started falling out, the first thing that came to my mind was you're no longer, with the 5 of Inspiration here, the 5 of Wands, you're no longer competing with other people. And now I feel this sense of competing with yourself, and not necessarily in a bad way. It's like, how can I improve this situation? How can I do better? How can I up-level my skills? There's so many things, like you're looking at your world around you and you're seeing a mirror reflection of who you are on the inside reflected back at you on the outside. And if you haven't been liking what you've been seeing, or you've been working towards making changes in your life and healing and manifesting, and really taking action steps towards the success that you really want in your career, I feel as though you're just in this great moment of birthing. See, I'm being drawn to this mirror here, and just like the light coming out from there, really birthing a new sense of self, a new sense of self-worth, a new sense of empowerment that you haven't really felt ever. For most of you, I think that this is something pretty new for you, tapping into this sense of empowerment, really up-leveling your skills, up-leveling yourself, feeling stronger than you've ever felt before, and no longer comparing yourself to what's going on in the world. Especially, I'm hearing like social media. So if you're somebody who has this analysis paralysis and you're constantly looking at what other people are doing and worried that it doesn't compare, and worried that you're not enough or not doing enough or whatever that is, I just feel like you're letting that go and you're really focusing. I'm hearing focus on your own lane, or stay in your own lane. So right now, the next up level that you're going through in your career is just like, staying in your own lane, being really confident about what it is that you're working on, and not worrying about what other people are saying, what other people are thinking, and just focusing on your contribution, I'm hearing, to the space that you're in, whatever that is for you. And the 10 of Emotions, what's going on here is that the Ten of Cups, like when you feel really fulfilled inside of yourself, the universe, your higher self, the mirroring that happens in your life brings you other things that are going to continue the evolution of self-fulfillment. The joy, the satisfaction that you want to experience in your life has to come from within first. And I think that for a lot of you, you're finally getting that. You're finally filling up your own cup, so to speak, feeling satisfied. Maybe you've been watching Abraham Hicks a lot of their inspirational videos, and just really working on the law of attraction, working on feeling really good no matter what your external circumstances are, knowing that if you're feeling good on the inside, then the universal law says that you will naturally attract into your life what's mirroring what's going on inside of you. And if you haven't really started doing that, I'm hearing Spirit kind of suggesting, like, pay more attention to the law of attraction. Maybe not so much intentional, law of assumption work if you're just beginning to work on manifesting and raising your vibrations and letting go of resistance, like taking the path of least resistance and whatever that means for you. And what that really means is following your joy, following what makes you feel good, because feeling good is feeling God, so to speak. Feeling good is knowing that you are in alignment. If you don't feel good right now, you're not in alignment. You cannot be in alignment and be unhappy. You can't be in alignment and feel disconnected or feel really miserable or apathetic or any of that. When you feel really good, it doesn't have to be blissful or, happy. It's being satisfied, it's being content, it's being like knowing that things are always working out for you, knowing that everything is happening for you and not to you. And that's what I'm getting from this reading for you. It's really a powerful time in your life to finally let go of resistance and step into your power. And by stepping into your power, I mean following your bliss, following what brings you and I know I said you don't have to be like blissful, like blissed out, kind of ecstatic, this like toxic positivity. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just feeling really satisfied, feeling really content in your life, in yourself, no matter what you're seeing around you. And then eventually with time, as your energy is consistent in this state of joy, in this state of satisfaction, in a state of love and self-appreciation, self-worthiness, as you continue to stay in that state on purpose and with intention, you are going to manifest all the things that you want into your life. And speaking of intention, that's what I'm seeing with the Emperor here. The Emperor is very intentional about every step that it makes and that they make in their lives. They're creating beautiful, I'm seeing here, like, this is just reminding me of music. I don't know if any of you are musicians and you've been working on putting together an album, and I heard, was it Beyonce, that video of Beyonce, her quote of like, nobody makes albums anymore. So I don't know if it's just like a song, you're putting out a song, or you're putting out art. A lot of you could be artists, just because this card, even though it's the Emperor, it's very artistic to me. And I see like interconnectedness between, I'm hearing effort, but I don't want you to get caught up in the doingness of creation, even though doing is a really big part, creating, being a creative person, putting things together, creating a plan, like putting a plan together and executing that plan, which is what the Emperor is really all about. It's about providing as well, providing yourself and your family a sense of stability, really being the pot. I'm just seeing a flower, right? Like a flower blossoming, but the flower would be like the Empress card, but the pot and the nutrients and the water and the sunshine and all of that is what makes the flower grow. And so you are really stepping into this time of nurturing yourself and really having a strong foundation, even if that's a strong foundation of feelings and emotions and really feeling stable within yourself. That stability that you feel within yourself is going to allow you to grow. It's going to allow you to expand. It's going to allow you to achieve the level of success that you really want to achieve. It's allowing you to master, like these two together, this emotional stability and this sense of mental stability, discernment and organization and thoughtfulness, where you can look at the end goal of where you want to be and work backwards with a plan. Having these two things together in your life, finally having the balance between mind and body, I guess that way, mind, body, emotions, will bring you to this expansion that you're seeing here with the Sun card that's popping up next. Wow, like look at all the expansion that's coming in for you. I was talking about a flower. I hadn't really looked at this, but look at these flowers. I mean, I know there's a lot of flowers in this group, but this is like the flower blooming. The flower blooming. There's flowers all over the Ace of Materials here, which is the Ace of Pentacles at the end here. Opportunities coming in for you. Really, like I'm seeing just somebody where it's just offers and opportunities and things that were totally unexpected coming to you. And it's because not so much like, yes, the effort, the foundation that you've created, the being really stable in your mind, body, being really methodical about the steps that you're taking. So that is part of it. But this emotional well-being is also a part of it. The feeling really stable in your emotions, feeling satisfied in what you're doing, having this knowingness that the work that you've put in, the effort that you've put into not only like your work, whatever that is, but also yourself, your own healing journey, letting go of other people's expectations, letting go of other people's perceptions, not worrying so much about what other people are doing, staying in your own lane and really focusing on the end result, what it is that you are trying to manifest, what it is that you're trying to get to in this life. These offers are just going to start pouring into you sort of unexpectedly. I'm hearing like the Big Bang, like just like overnight success, overnight recognition. And it's because of all of this that you've done over here, the emotional stability work, the healing of maybe traumas, feeling totally in control of your mind and your body, feeling in control of your emotions, knowing that no matter what it is that you want to achieve, knowing that it's possible, not only possible, but that it's probable, that it is going to happen. Working on your self-concept. Like there's just so much work that you've done in the past over here, like so much work. And the desert rose stone is like consistency, feeling empowered even through tough times. A lot about intuition, following your intuition, following the sense of knowingness that you are on the right path. Even though you're in the desert, even though you're in the middle of the desert, you can still see. You can still see water. You can still see the opportunities. You can still see the portals of where you want to go, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to create. You can still see it, even though you're in the middle of the desert. And other people might be telling you, oh, that's a mirage, like that's impossible. That'll never happen for you. But you have this knowingness that it is possible and that it is happening. And you really believe in yourself and you've done the work on yourself in order to make it happen. You've raised your vibrations in order to make it happen with intention with the Emperor here. Like you've done all of this with intention. This isn't like a fluke. You've been working really hard on this and it's going to be paying off really, really soon. Just like total expansion. And with the Sun here, see how this figure is also meditating. Her solar plexus is really on fire, manifesting here, feeling empowered, feeling confident and purposeful in the actions that this person is taking, creating something out of nothing with the plants here growing in the desert. Like the Big Bang, all of a sudden things are changing. And it's the mastery of yourself, the mastery of your energy that's allowing that to happen, the focus of your mind with the Emperor. And the managing of your emotions here will allow this thing to bust into your life. Like there's this bursting of energy coming into your life, of success, of recognition, financial, material wealth. The Ace of Materials can be just like a sudden, huge increase in finances, or new beginnings, a new financial freedom that you've never experienced before. Maybe a little bit unexpected because you've been working on this for so long that it's almost like you've surrendered to the outcome. You've surrendered, so now it's ready to come in. You've made so much room energetically for this opportunity, or these lots of opportunities to come in for you, that it's kind of a surprise when it comes in, because you're so just happy and content that you're like, wow, I wasn't expecting it, but thank you. Like, wow, I'm being recognized finally. And it just feels really good. And it's not so, like, it's surprising, but it's not like, doesn't throw you off balance, because it's like, oh yeah, like, yeah, I'm being recognized by the universe. Yeah, my energy is matching the frequency of what it is that I've been trying to manifest, what I've been working for. And this is just like confirmation from the universe when these opportunities and offers come in for you. So with that, I want to just pull some clarifier cards. And then we'll do some more oracle cards and see what else Spirit has to say, what else your higher self has to say. So Spirit, universe, pile number one's higher self. Can you guys see if maybe I'll move that. Move that up. So here we have Four of Pentacles with the Miser. And we have, you have lots of fours. Four is about stability, protection even from the universe. This is like a message of protection. Like the universe sees how much you've done, how hard you've worked, and is wanting you to know that you are protected, you are safe, you are on the right track, and to keep going. Four of Swords turning inwards. Or sorry, not Four of Swords. That's four. This is the Four of... Oh, you guys still can't see the bottom. There. Four of Cups. Wants to come out. Whoops. Moment to moment. Two of Pentacles. All right, Spirit. Oh, let's take those two. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Beautiful energy. Pile number one. So we have the Miser, which is Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups with turning in, moment to moment with the Two of Pentacles, the 10 with change, and which is the Wheel of Fortune, and Nine of Cups with laziness, which is really the nine of Cups is kind of mirroring the 10 of Emotions, which is also like 10 of Cups, Nine of Cups, this like feeling really confident, feeling really empowered, feeling satisfied in this moment today, reaching a point. I think here, even at this sort of clarifying the Ace of Materials, it's as if the universe, you're finally going to get this opportunity to relax and enjoy the fruits of your labor. You're going to work smarter with all of this going on. You're working smarter and not harder. And you're significantly reducing the number of, I'm seeing for a lot of you, like significantly reducing the amount of hours that you're putting in. And it's not just about effort, it's about energy. So when you focus on your energy, the inspired action that you need to take naturally comes to your mind. And when you follow that inspired action from moment of clarity, when you have clarity, which comes from balance, which comes from really taking care of yourself, filling up your own cup, focusing on your needs, on your desires, and just feeling really good from moment to moment. See here in Two of Pentacles. That's where you're going to get the inspired action. And when you take the inspired action from moment to moment, not worrying so much, creating a plan and having an idea of what you're going to do and the foundation of the things that you're building or the things that you're creating, but following the inspired action moment to moment, the breadcrumbs that Spirit, your higher self, God is laying out for you, you're going to see massive changes in your life. And when you set the intention of like, this is what I want, this is really my dream, this is what I think will fulfill me, or this is what my soul really wants to do, when you have that intention and you let go of the process and follow the inspired action steps that Spirit is calling you to take, recognizing the signs, feeling that inspiration of what you need to do next, that's going to bring in this huge shift for you. And it's like a lightning bolt. Look at this expansion, the flower just blossoming, and the change, this wheel of change just blossoming. The sphere is this completion, but also a never-ending cycle of just like continuation. When you get to a goal, I was saying this to somebody yesterday, you never cease to stop setting goals for yourself. You never stop wanting things. And that is perfectly normal part of life. Some of us feel guilty about wanting things, having desires, but that's not what we're meant to do. We're meant to come here and have these desires and follow the path to get them. To learn how magical we are, that we can just create things for ourselves from a balanced state of being, from a satisfied state of awareness. But this is going to be pretty cool. Like a really sudden shift for you after a long time of putting in work, but not just work on your business or whatever education that you're doing right now, your career. It's like this internal work that you've been doing, and finally letting go of really, I'm just like comparing yourself to other people, following your inspired ideas and inspirations, and realizing that, I don't need to do what everybody else is doing. Especially with the Emperor here, it's almost like you're following, maybe you're somebody who has a business and you've been following what all these other coaches online have been telling you to do in terms of your social media. But finally, when you start to follow your own inspiration, when you start to follow your own creative ideas, that's when this burst of energy and success is going to come into your life. Spirit, is there any advice regarding timing for pile number 1? Like when this sudden increase of finances and abundance and recognition, when is it coming in for them? Any ideas, thoughts? Now, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Oh, that's a lot of cards. We'll take it. We'll take it, Spirit. Oh God, that is a lot of cards. So communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Can we just have a new moon in Gemini? Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. And then these came upside down. A new start is coming. The new moon, the next new moon maybe. Full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. See, and this really goes, I think this is, now, I don't typically do timings in readings because I don't find them to be very accurate most of the time, because we need to go through our own healing journey. We need to go through certain lessons. We need to become aware of who we are and what we're capable of. We need to master our own energy in order to make these breakthroughs happen for us. And a lot of things, energy shifts and a lot of things can change our path, right? Not necessarily our direction, but our path that we take to get there. So I'm seeing for you, oh my God, sorry. It's saying nothing is set in stone. I'm really being drawn to this card because what I'm hearing is that maybe for some of you, you've been going back and forth. And not so much in maybe the work, the effort, and maybe some of the effort. It's more like I'm seeing like videos that are put in reverse, like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but never actually going anywhere. Because maybe you've been doubting yourself for a long time. Maybe it's still taking you some practice to let go of fears of not being good enough, of not being worthy enough, of the content that you're creating. You're just comparing yourself to other people. So I feel like this is a bit of a warning from Spirit, is to say, like, don't stop keeping yourself stuck. Like, I think some of you have really seen some micro shifts in your journey. You're like, oh my God, you're manifesting like little things, little successes. And you're like, when is the big breakthrough going to come? And what can happen when we do start to manifest, we do work on our energy, we do start to empower ourselves and feel really good and start working on the law of attraction and working on our self-concept. When we start to do that, that can be really triggering for your mind body when you've been really disconnected from yourself for a really long time. And sometimes when you start to do the healing work, all of those affects or all of the layers of yourself that you've been wearing, that of your not self, that aren't really true for you. When you try to take off the layers, it can really get sticky. It can be very triggering also. And you fall back into old patterns. So Spirit is really warning you or saying, like, don't fall back into old patterns. You've got this. Keep moving. Keep pushing forward. Keep focusing on your energy. Keep expanding. And all those little synchronicities that you are seeing and all those little micro successes that you've achieved are like the breadcrumbs towards the really big breakthrough that is coming. Look, a new start is coming, and it's right here with change. It's right in alignment with change and the Sun card. A new start is coming, and it's going to be really massive. Don't lose hope. Don't lose focus. Every single day you wake up in the morning, check your mood, check how you're feeling. If you're not feeling good, you're not feeling satisfied, you're not in alignment, then get yourself in alignment, whatever you need to do. Some days it might take longer than other days. Some days, you really have to work on it each and every day. And there might be reasons that you're dysregulated. Like you're not getting enough sleep. You're not moving your body enough. The food that you're eating, that can really affect you. So make sure that you're doing what you need to do to take care of yourself with the 10 of Cups over there. Make sure that you're focusing on your well-being. Make sure that you are meditating every single day, every single night, and really focusing on like the life that you want. Feel into the life that you want before it actually happens. And things are going to magically turn around overnight. Like it's going to be any moment now, the breakthrough is coming. And don't be afraid to show the world the real you. Like this, don't compare yourself to other people and just be yourself. That's what anybody really wants from you, is for you to be your authentic self. Okay, let's look at these oracle cards here. Number 42, Wings of Light, becoming something new. Oh my God, look at that confirmation. You have totally transformed yourself on this journey that you've been on. You're stepping into like one illusion. You're moving from one state of being, this illusion, this 3D reality, into a new state of being where you know that you can make changes in your life. You are instigating a paradigm shift. You're stepping onto a new timeline, like almost instantaneously. What am I saying? Like this is exact mirroring all of these cards. Instantaneous success because you're stepping onto a whole new timeline. This shift is happening, and it's happening pretty soon, I think. We have twin flame, soul partner, eternal connection. For some of this is like, I feel, because this is a career reading, that this is a really stepping into your true power with the tiger here. You are stepping into your tiger energy, and what you're seeing in your life is a mirror reflection of what's happening inside of you. That's what this card to me is saying. It's really connecting with an alignment with your true self. And then what you see in your life is a mirror reflection of what's going on inside of you. And what you're seeing, you're really loving. You're like, oh my God, I am there, you know? I am in flow. I am so attuned to myself. For some of you, this could be that a twin flame connection is coming back into your life. And as that connection comes back into your life, because you've both done so much healing work in order to come back together, in order to create something, a business, a charity or whatever, something that's really going to help the world. I see that could be happening for some of you. I'm going to be doing a breakthrough in love reading later on in this week. So come back and check it out, because there could be a message coming up for you. But for most of us, most of you guys watching this is like a mirroring of what's happening inside of you is what you're going to see externally. And it's just like, look at this beam of light of the universe, just like tapped in. You're tapped in. What does Abraham Hicks say? You're tapped in, tuned in, and turned on. Like you are buzzing with universal energy. Like you are so connected to source now that nothing's going to stand in your way. Like you are the king, the queen of the jungle, so to speak. Even though I think the tiger is supposed to be it. It's like the lion, but whatever, same thing. Beautiful energy, pile number 1. Thank you so much for being here. If this reading resonated for you, then even if it didn't, give me a thumbs up. Comment below. Tell me what's up, how it felt for you. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing that for me. I would really appreciate it. And I love connecting with you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Hey, pile number 2, welcome to your reading, your next big career breakthrough. So I'm super excited. Oh, I almost forgot. I did this with pile number 1. So let me quickly get one of these cards for you, but it's a surprise. We're going to look at it together at the end of the reading, just for any additional messages. Pile 2, Spirit. Saying this one, I'm just going to put it there. Okay. So next big breakthrough for pile number 2. Let's look at what's happening for you. I'm very excited. I love these ones, the breakthrough messages. Let's just give us some space. How does that look? All right. Saturn, which is an extra card. There's 2 extra cards in this deck, the Wolfe Tarot deck. So Saturn, which is all about karmic balancing. Cutting cords, I'm hearing. And then we have the 3 of Swords here, 3 of Wands, wow, 2 3s, 5 of Cups, and the Chariot. 7. So you are in a phase of karmic balancing. And I don't think it's quite over for you yet. And I think that some of you might be coming here and you're just like, oh my God, I'm so over it. I'm so over the work. I'm so over the missed opportunities. I'm so over the disappointments. Like you're just so frustrated. And I think that some of you are here and you're just looking for some guidance, for an answer as to why things have been so hard. And the reason Spirit is saying it's been so hard is that this life, you chose to come here to really balance out karmic relationships. And you can have karmic relationships with, work, with with pets, with other people, with colleagues, with friends, with family. There's so many things. There's karmic residue that you could have collected from other lives, or even early on in your life, or even from your conditioning and programming as a child. Like all of this karmic energy that's surrounding you, your soul really wanted to come here and learn how to transcend that, to heal it, to let it go, to cut those cords. I'm seeing for a lot of you, if you're not already doing karmic cord cutting rituals or having a healer help you through that, that's something that you might want to consider, or doing like an archangel karmic cord cutting ritual with yourself. That could be really beneficial for you if you're still in this cycle of like attracting the karmic relationships, attracting the people, places, and things that don't honor you, don't respect you, don't hear you or listen to you or pay attention to you or really see you for who you are, and people who take advantage of you. Like, you have to look within yourself, I'm seeing, and do the inner healing work that is necessary to break the cycle of these karmic relationships. Also, to prevent yourself from collecting more karmic energy with different souls in this life, so that you don't repeat those same patterns going forward in future lives, because you'll repeat the same patterns, the same lessons over and over and over again in this life, but also in lives to come, if you don't learn the lessons, if you don't balance the karma, if you don't let some stuff go. And this could be about making amends, right? And this isn't a love reading, this is a career reading. But if you don't start to make amends, so to speak, with people, with the energies, with your past, with the memories, if you don't sort of, and I don't want to say like forgive and let go and walk away, but this is about making amends with the energy, telling people energetically that you're letting it go, that you're no longer allowing them to take up space in your energetic field. And you can do that mentally. You don't have to call someone to like make amends and tell them, that you're sorry or have closure. You don't need that closure in order to move forward. And you don't like in-person closure. You can do it energetically with karmic cord cutting rituals. I like something simple as when the thought comes up, a memory comes up, a behavior comes up that is part of this karmic cycle that you've been going through. Imagine a mirrored wall encircling you, but the mirrors are facing out, and so you're sort of standing in the middle in your power, protecting yourself, but the mirrors that are reflective, but are facing away from you, they're reflecting that energy, that karmic energy, back onto the people, so that they can see that they need to do their own healing work. The situations, your boss, right? So that they can see and feel that you're no longer going to absorb their energy. You're no longer going to take it with you and carry it with you. And hopefully they will see through the reflection in these mirrors that they need to do some healing work, and work, deal with their own energy, with their own inner wounds that need to be healed. I feel like you have had a lot of disappointments in your career, a lot of setbacks, and right now you're moving into this waiting period, like doing this healing, doing this cord cutting, karmic balancing, right? But it's like you're waiting for something. You're waiting for this portal to open that's going to take you into another life, into another galaxy, into a new opportunity. And you've put maybe some feelers out. I think some of you have maybe even been applying for a lot of jobs and nothing's really come about yet. And you're a little worried about what's gonna come with the Five of Cups here. Like, there's some disappointments. But I think Spirit wants you to know that none of those opportunities were aligned with your needs, with what you actually want, what your soul set out to do here. There's a lot of alignment work that needs to happen at this time of your life. Look at your patterns of working for people, working for narcissists, working for type A personalities, working in toxic work environments that didn't honor you, that didn't listen to you, that didn't respect you. If you're a woman watching this, and let's say you've maybe been afraid to assert yourself, you've been afraid to lean in and use your voice, speak your voice, own your power, take credit for the work that that you've put in, right? Maybe other people have been taking credit for your work, and you've kind of allowed it, saying, oh yeah, maybe we work together as a team, but really not standing up for yourself. And I think that there's a lot of lessons here that need to be learned about self-empowerment and self-worth, and feeling as though like, even I'm hearing for some of you getting paid the right amount, and asking for what you're worth, asking for the salary or the hourly wage or the contract, asking for that, the amount that you're worth, that's, you know, comparable or whatever in the industry, but for the amount that you're worth. And I think, like, especially for women, it can be really hard when they find out a colleague or a coworker that, you know, started sooner than them, or not sooner, like started after them, you know, it is making more than them. And a lot of the times, and there's studies on this, that men aren't afraid, or the male energy isn't afraid to ask for their value, or even more than their value. They're not afraid to, you know, negotiate their salary or their work-life balance or whatever. And women tend to have that fear around asking for their value, their needs to be met, standing up for themselves, speaking up in a room, commanding respect, but with respect. So there's a lot of that going on in your life right now. You know, I'm going to pull some clarifiers because I want to see what's going on with the Chariot at the end here. But I'm really being drawn to the moon in the Chariot card here. It's a full moon. It's full of light. She's like basking in the moonlight. And then you have the feathers coming up here, and it's like taking flight. Spirit saying to start here. Let's see. Can you see that? Yeah. Suppression. 3 of Wands. Wow. 3 of Wands. More threes. 3, 3, 3. Expansion. Let's see. Can I don't want to hide that card. Just this up a bit. Receptivity. This is the Queen of Cups. Turning in. It's the 4 of Cups. Being really self-reflective, moment to moment. Pile number 2. With the Queen of Cups centering the reading underneath the 3 of Wands, and getting the 3 of Wands or over here again. 3, 3, 3 is all about, 3s are about expansion, growth, opportunities, empowerment. We have the 10 of Wands over here with suppression. And it's like, yeah, you have been suppressing your own needs and your own value for a really long time. And that can stem from traumas from childhood, where you had to people please other people, do what everybody else wanted to do, really hide your true self, not speak up, be a child that's seen and not heard. You know, follow the rules, do as I say, not as I do kind of environment. And you've learned to suffocate yourself, to shut yourself away, to not embrace your true power, to not trust your intuition, to not trust that you have really great ideas. Like, it's like feeling really small and insignificant when you're actually this huge ball of light, like, and just not realizing that. I just feel like you don't realize how incredibly intelligent and smart and valuable you are. And what Spirit is suggesting here is moment to moment. This is typically a card where you see a guy holding 2 coins and there's like the infinity symbol, and it's like trying to make a decision, trying to know what to do, going round and around and around in the same pattern, expecting things to be different, but not really knowing which direction to take. Going from moment to moment can be very empowering, but if you're doing it with intention, if you're following the inspired next steps, otherwise you could just be going around in circles doing things that you think you should be doing, and not and following what other people tell you to do, and not actually following your own intuition, your own inner guiding system. And that can be very debilitating. So what Spirit is saying here is it's time, again, so with the Queen of Cups centering your reading, it's time for you to focus on yourself. It's time for you to take care of your own needs. It's time for you to start to balance your emotions and really connect with your feminine power. So you could be a very wounded feminine who's really trying to make it in a very masculine world and feeling drained, feeling unseen, feeling powerless. But that's because you're not honoring your feminine nature, your feminine energy of creativity and growth and nurturing and abundant, and just very soft, and feeling okay that that's who you are. Honoring your feminine, honoring your femininity, honoring your feminine energy is really going to help to bring new opportunities and help people see you for who you really are. See, the Three of Wands here is just this waiting energy, experiencing life with Three of Wands, experiencing the moment, experiencing the now, getting really attuned to yourself and connected with your vibrations, in order to allow people to come to you instead of you always working to go to other people and meet their needs. It's time for you to get people to meet your needs, but it's not through force. It's through receptivity. It's through allowing. It's through being really connected to your feminine energy and just waiting and observing what's going on around you, waiting for the perfect opportunity to give your opinion, to give your idea, to put your resume out there. So instead of, if you're somebody, and I said this earlier, but if you're somebody who's been putting out your resumes and trying to find another job and it's not working for you, and you just feel really burnt out and unseen and like, oh my God, well, how come things aren't going my way? Nobody wants me, nobody loves me, kind of feeling really feeling sorrow and sad for yourself, feeling sorry for yourself. Spirit is saying, okay, stop, take a break, and just wait for the portal to open, wait for the doors to open, wait to see something that really sparks joy in you. You know, get your resume together, fix it up, but don't apply to every single job that you see. Focus on what it is that you actually want, knowing your self-worth, waiting for that, asking for your higher self, for guidance, for a spark, right? And waiting for it to come about. Waiting to be seen before you share, not offering your energy up just because you want to be recognized, offering your energy up when you are already recognized. Don't go above and beyond, Spirit is saying. And that's not necessarily a badge of honor that you should want to wear. You don't always need to go above and beyond. Sometimes when you do that, people lose a lot of respect for you. That's it shows that you might have issues around codependency, and or using other people to feel worthy, focusing on other people's problems instead of focusing on yourself. And those are very normal and natural trauma responses to growing up in certain types of family structures, especially around like maybe having a narcissistic mother, and just never feeling like you'll ever be good enough. And you carry that with you into your adult life, and always just feeling like I'm never good enough. So, but I need to work really hard in order to please other people, in order for them to see me and for me to feel valuable. Your value is attached to your external environment instead of being attached to who you are just as a person, as a energetic vibrational frequency, right? So really focusing on yourself right now, filling up your own cup, being receptive to positive energies. If you're so busy focusing on toxic energies and this karmic energy, then the universe, spirit, your higher self, whatever, God can't send you new opportunities because your energy is still plugged up with these karmic stuff. So spirit is saying to really let that go, shed those layers, heal that karmic stuff that's clogging up your field, your energy field, it's clogging it up, and just sit and relax and tap into your true self. Honor yourself, love yourself, set really healthy boundaries. It's time for you to learn healthy boundaries with the turning in card here, the Four of Cups. Underneath the Five of Cups, like all of this disappointment that's going on, like let it go. Here she's like letting go of this snake here. Let that go. Other things, other and better things are on the horizon for you, but first you need to know your worth, set your boundaries, say no to what's no longer serving you. What's no longer for you, and just like look at this card with all of these voices, all these people, all this energy, this karmic BS, all clogging up her energy field. But now she's like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm really going to tap into myself, step into the flow of my own energy, of what I'm meant to be doing, what I really want to be doing, and just blocking out all of this other garbage, this toxic environment that's around you, that's been around you for so long, that you've been absorbing all these energies for so long. But now Spirit is saying is the time to focus on your own energy, get into flow, get into balance, get into harmony with your mind, body, and soul in order to allow new opportunities to come in. And they are coming in. We see the Chariot here with things picking up, success, victory, with the Chariot. And then we have moment to moment, the Two of Pentacles, which it's like, this is a lot, this card is slower. The energies are slow. It's not like fast moving, but it's underneath the Chariot here. So I just think that Spirit is guiding you to like follow your divinely guided intuition, the next steps. Don't worry so much about the huge big picture. Focus on the moment to moment steps that you need to take. Slow it down, I think, is what Spirit is saying. In this card, she's not riding a horse. She's like actually taking it pretty easy. I think there's a lot of trust here. It's just like, okay, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to see the big picture. It's like she's looking off into the vista, into the horizon, really seeing with her mind's eye what it is that she wants and allowing it to come to her. Right? She doesn't need to go seek the war or seek the battle, right? All the things are coming to her. She doesn't need to force it. It's just going to naturally come as she becomes more receptive and to her own energy. She taps more into the feminine energy of balance and restoration and creativity and inaction. Actually, the feminine energy is like, it's just allowing things to come into your orbit instead of pushing for them. Instead of, hitting a brick wall and then trying to climb over the wall and then trying to break down the wall and all of that stuff, but just allow the wall to naturally crumble when it's time. I don't know if that makes sense. That's just kind of what I'm seeing. I'm just seeing this like wall, and how do you get through it? Or really getting to this wall. Is it a scene in Alice Wonderland? I think so. Alice in Wonderland, where there's this like wall and the door is like, where's the key? Oh my God, I'm just seeing it in my head and I don't know how to describe it, but it's like seeing a wall, struggling to get over. Oh, or was it like a Wile E. Coyote, like an old cartoon where it's like this wall and this person's like really struggling, trying to get over the wall. And meanwhile, there was a door right there the whole time, right? But not being able to see it because you think that the struggle is a part of the journey, but it's actually not. You've been taught that you need to struggle in order to succeed, but that's actually not the case. So yeah, there's a lot of karma. Like your next big career breakthrough is stopping the hustle, allowing things to naturally unfold a little bit, taking some time to rest, saying no to what you actually want to say no to, letting it go. Sometimes opportunities. Oh, and you chose the pyrite, which is also known as fool's gold. And it's like, not everything that's shiny is gold, right? On the surface, it might seem like a really great opportunity, but is it really aligned with you, with who you want to be, with what you actually want in your life, with how you want to work from day to day? Is this environment really conducive to your growth? Is there growth potential here? Do they value you? If you're a parent, you have kids, like, do they have flex time? Do they honor you? Like, these things, it's not always about the money. Sometimes it's about like our well-being in our lives. How do you want to feel from day to day? That's really, really, really important for you right now. And that's your next breakthrough, I think, is really honoring yourself in all of the contracts, both spiritual and in the 3D. You're going through big spiritual awakening, I think. Oh, 4. So a couple 4s here too. Okay, summoning power, instinct, intellect, control. We have these white wolves here. This huge, glowing, beautiful moon. Like, she's just strong. She's just so strong in this picture. She's holding back. See how she's like, okay, hold back. Don't attack. It's like, go on my command. See that? How she has this holding there? She's like, okay, go on my command. And so this is really for you about stopping and being receptive to your own intuition, to inspiration, divine inspiration from spirit, from your higher self. Being pure of heart, pure of mind, pure of body, following right action, that following the eightfold path in yoga, like really just being centered and calm and self-aware, self-realized before you take the next step, before you say yes to a job that's just going to be like all of the other jobs that you've had, before you say yes to a contract that maybe on the surface looks really good. Really read the fine print with intention. It's so important for you. Okay, I'm going to ask a little bit about timing. Spirit, is there like some timing that we need to be aware of? Or other information? I don't typically like to look at timing, but Spirit was calling me to give you these cards. So a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. It could be significant time for you. There's balance here with the scales of justice. Until this comes in for you, there's just a lot of information, a lot of synchronicities in this reading around finding balance, letting go of karmic cords, stepping into your power through receptivity, through allowing your feminine energy. There's a lot of feminine energy in this reading. Believe it in the impossible, the blue moon here, which we just went through a few months ago, but believe in the impossible. Believe that things are happening for you. Believe that whatever it is that you're dreaming of is actually out there. It exists for you on a whole other timeline. But you really need to believe in yourself. You need to honor yourself. You need to heal inner wounds, past wounds that made you believe that you aren't worthy or aren't capable of doing these really big things that you want, or succeeding in the ways that you want to succeed. Meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. So I see that there is this next year is a lot about healing and balancing out karmic energies and learning to say no, like not going above and beyond, doing, just if you're in a career or just working at a job, just doing what's asked of you, maybe, depending on your goals, if you want to, play the corporate game, climb up the corporate ladder, then there might be a different, this might not be the pile for you if you really love what you do. But if you find that you're in similar work environments that don't honor you, you have contracts with clients that, don't listen, don't work well with you, I guess, or with the program that you created or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, if there's a lot of resistance and you feel a lot of resistance, hold back a little bit. Don't push forward. Doing more to prove yourself isn't going to get you anywhere. That's just pretty obvious in this reading. So stop doing extra. Do what you can. do what you're paid for, but some people just grow to expect things from you when you put yourself out there and go way above and beyond without actually compensating you for it. But you've trained them through your own actions to treat you in that way from the very beginning. Trust me, I've done this for so many years. I did this, and I found myself regularly in the same working environments. There's so much toxicity, working with narcissists constantly, and just being devalued, but not being able to ask for my needs, not being able to value myself, and that being reflected in how much I was being paid and the resistance that came when I was trying to ask for a raise or trying to assert my value. And I just kept thinking that I needed to prove myself more and do more, but that never worked out, and that's not going to work out for you. So there's another way, and Spirit is saying to stop, tap into your feminine energy, master your own energy, and wait and observe. That's it. Spirit's gone quiet. Okay. That's what I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you for being here. If you like this reading, if it resonated, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing that, because I just love connecting with you. And yeah, that also helps me bring you more readings. Sorry, sometimes I feel like awkward when I say that kind of stuff. But yeah, anyways. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Spirit, Spirit like went really quiet just all of a sudden. It was like, okay, and now that's it. So have a great day. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. And I look forward to reading for you next time. Okay, bye. Hey, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Your next big career breakthrough. What is coming for you? What's happening? I pulled two oracle cards came out. We're going to look at those at the very end, just to sort of confirm or see what other messages Spirit has for you guys. Yeah, okay, so let's just get into it. We have the Queen of Wands, 6 of Wands, woohoo, Death card, 13, Judgment, 20, and wow, lots of major arcanas rounding out your reading at the very end here. Strength, oh my gosh, with 8, 6. So let me just, this looks a little better. Okay. Queen of Wands. It's like you have been on an ascension journey. You are like, you're a powerhouse, pile number 3. You are a powerhouse. So much respect to you. You are not afraid to speak your mind. You know exactly what you want, and you are doing the work to go out and get it. You are a leader in your field, industry. Like, you are a leader of industry. Like, you are so powerful, pile number 3, with the Queen of Wands. Like, look at her. She's just like commanding the sun to rise up behind her, manifesting with the blue light here. This is like universal energy coming in. She has like total control of her energy. Mind, body are aligned. Just making stuff happen. She's full of passion and creativity and insight, like, just is a great problem solver as well, the Queen of Wands. So that's really amazing. And so what's really coming in for you is the recognition. Like, I feel like you've gotten a lot of recognition already. If you're not, then it's definitely about to come in for you very quickly. And then it's like, look at this guy's face on the horse here. He's like, yeah, I know I'm good. Yeah, I know you love me. After all of this work and effort, like, you just have commanded attention from your audience. You command attention from your audience. You are a powerhouse. Like, And the horse here, horses are already very intuitive, but you have the like third eye star here. Like you are so intuitive. You followed all of your intuitive hits, divine guidance. Like you didn't miss a beat, right? And I think that for some of you, this could have taken a bit of time to get to this place. Spirit's not showing us really way before this because you've been in this energy of the Queen of Wands for so long, or mastering this energy for so long that nothing else exists anymore. The old you that might have come before the Queen of Wands doesn't exist. Like you've healed that, moved forward, you were stepping into success, this entire new phase of your journey with the Death card followed by the Judgment and then Strength. Like I think that what Spirit is saying is that everything that you've been working on, like you're tapping into this recognition phase where you're being recognized for all of your work. You're expanding and expanding and expanding and expanding, growing, almost unbelievably so. Like I think though, but you're not really surprised. This is like, yeah, I know. Look at both of these cards. These three cards, like, yeah, I know I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm awesome. What took you so long? What took you so long to catch up? So it's not much. It could be seen in the outside world as a breakthrough, but for you, it's like, this is the next step in my journey. I've been working on this for so long, getting like recognition, but maybe it hasn't been as much as you wanted or you were expecting or you were hoping for. But you've been working on it and having this inner knowingness with the Judgment card here, especially this specific one, tapping into her third eye and just really trusting herself, trusting divine guidance, trusting that she's on the right path, not worrying so much about how far along she is, just knowing that it's coming and it's going to break through the 3D barrier any minute now, right? And it's like, okay, so the success and accolades and recognition that you're finally getting in this moment, and it's actually starting now. If it hasn't started already, it's about to happen. It's just like, yeah, it's the next step. I knew it was coming. I believed in it all along. I've been working on my self-concept. I've been intentionally manifesting this life. Like it's just the next step, and it feels really good. And I'm awesome, and I know my worth. And it's just solidifying that. This is just all about solidifying what you already know to be true about yourself, bringing it into the 3D world. My life is constantly getting better and 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 better. I don't even need to really try. I just embody the Queen of Wands, do the work. I follow my divine guidance. I put the stuff out there that I know that people need, and I know that I want to share, whatever it is for you. But it's just like getting the steady stream of clients, of recognition, potential, like just, it's just this steady stream of opportunities coming in for you. So maybe for you, the next big breakthrough is just like really solidifying the stability that you've been working on manifesting, on feeling within yourself. And now your 3D world is mirroring what you've been feeling for so long. And so it's not so much of a big tower moment surprise for you. It's like, okay, my inner world matches my outer world, and it's consistent now. It's not like little bits of success here and there that trigger you and make you step back and fall back. This is like sustaining or maintaining this level of vibrational frequency that matches the success, the abundance, the joy, the peace, whatever it is you've been working on, specifically regarding your career, because that's what this reading is about. But like, it's just this steady flow of opportunities and success, and maintaining this level of notoriety that you've been working towards, or that you had been really working towards in the past, but is now coming in for you and is now like a stable force in your life. You have secured your place at the top of the ladder in your industry, in your community, being recognized for your voice, for your thoughts, for your ideas. And you have secured this place in your field. That's amazing. And then as you grow, I'm seeing as you as you grow wiser and, continue to evolve and learn, you're just going to solidify your place in your industry even more. Like, people are really going to start to come to you for more guidance. You're going to be a household name for some of you. Okay, I'm going to pull some clarifiers just for fun. I don't think we really need too much of it, but oh God, oh yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, like you're just vibing so okay. You found the frequency. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about like finding the frequency of the end result of what it is that you want. And you found that frequency. Like, and then whatever existed before this doesn't exist anymore. It's not, your self-concept is so strong that even those old, whoa. Okay, too many cards, Spirit. Yeah, Spirit's just like confirming it though. Like, you've worked so hard on your self-concept, even your past life, your wounding, any child wounding that you had, like it doesn't even exist anymore inside of you. It's just, look at this. Okay, 14 with integration, Temperance card. And I just see this card as being like, yeah, I'm balanced. I know I'm good, but like humble. There's just a little bit of humility. Like I know I said like these cards are like, oh yeah, I know I'm good. What took you so long to pay attention to me? That kind of feeling, but you're also very humble because I think you come from humble beginnings and you've done so much work on yourself that the success that you're not taking it for granted. You're not taking this success and this shift and this change for granted. I see for a lot of you, like with this notoriety, with this level of success, you're also building a way for whatever it is that you do to help other people who maybe can't afford your services. So now that you've reached this level of success, you run other smaller programs or do a lot of free content or help out in the community. And, because you come from humble beginnings, you know how it feels to struggle. Oh my God, that just came right over me, like just wanting to cry. Okay, oh my God, like what it means to struggle and you want to help other people. Now that, oh my God, this emotion just really came over me. It's so weird. Like you don't want other people to suffer and you really want people to really step into their own power too. You're like, I did it, you can do it too, And you're passionate about helping the underdog as well. Oh my God, yeah, let's see. Harmony, 10 of Cups, and then we have the 6 of Cups, which this could be that internal state that we're talking about of like finally like having humility and balance, mind, body, soul. Like you just feel really satisfied and comfortable in yourself. You've worked really hard for what you have, but more so energetically. Like you have done the work, but you've done the inner work, and that's the most important thing. And that was the most important thing that really brought you to this level, and you want to share that with other people. You've come a long way with the 6 of Cups here from humble beginnings, I'm hearing. The 6 of Cups could be about inner childhood, like your past life. It could be soulmate connections as well coming in for you. But I think for me, this is like humble beginnings. This is like really healing and honoring your inner child, listening to that inner voice that guided you towards what it was that you really wanted to do in this life, having big dreams, big goals, fantasizing about the life that you wanted and it finally coming to fruition. And that can be everything. Like maybe the next thing for you is actually manifesting a partner, bringing a partner into your life, just to add a cherry on top, that could be something that's next. I'm doing your next big breakthrough in love in a couple days. I'm going to post it. So no, Spirit saying no. You might want to come back when that's posted and ready to look at that. Oh my God, look at 8 courage, and then 8-8 confirming the double confirmation. Empowerment, strength, the top of your game. You are like, I'm hearing in it to win it, but you are like, so you have solidified your place, the queen of the jungle, so to speak. You have solidified your place at the top of the ladder, or, you know, around the top of the ladder, on the ladder. You are there, you're recognized, people know you, you're blossoming. And look at this, like the flower coming out of the rocks here from humble beginnings. You've blossomed out of these humble beginnings, potentially very painful beginnings. And you didn't let that deter you from achieving your dreams. And you're so strong. You've built so much resilience in yourself. Like you'll never be able to, no one will ever be able to knock you down from your ladder, because your success comes from within. You're so balanced inside yourself. You feel so good inside yourself that that's what's creating the mirror effect of what's happening in your life. You see a reflection in your external world of how you feel on the inside. And nobody will ever be able to take that away from you. I'm gonna cry. You guys, I can't help this. These huge, big emotions that are coming over me right now. Like no one's ever gonna take that away from you. Oh my God, I wanna give you a hug just and absorb some of your energy. Like you're such a beautiful, this is such a great reading. I can't seem to control my own emotions. I'm crying. Like oh my God, the swell of achievement and power. So much respect. Okay, what does this say? Balance, stability, standing firm. Number 40. Number 1, portal, infinite mind, awakening consciousness. Look at, she's like the Reiki palms, right? Like she, master of energy, balance between light and dark, balance in her body, the yin and yang, Ida and Pingala. Like she's just so connected to her true self, completely balanced with the harmony card here. And because of that inner balance, you have so much stability in your life, reaching that level of success that is just stable now. And that's because it's mirroring what's going on inside. Balanced mind, body, soul, connected. Look at this, connected to source energy, connected to the divine inspiration, divine guidance, like just so empowered, so self-assured, self-realized, working on self-actualization. Like you are there. I wouldn't be surprised if you're nearing the end of your lives on the 3D plane. You've mastered so much of yourself that the next level for you would be to go into the 5D, go into the 4D, 6D, and become a guide yourself for a little while, become a guide of the souls on the earth, because you've done so much self-mastery work in not just this life. This is like a bunch of lives where you've been really excelling and moving towards this place, energetically, spiritually. Portal, infinite mind, awakening consciousness. Yeah, like you did a time leap. Maybe you did. Like maybe you jumped onto another timeline in this life, because there's nothing, it's almost like there's nothing before this. It's like you've trimmed and pruned everything else away. None of that matters now. That was reading was a lot shorter than the other ones. Let's see. I pulled timing cards for the other group, 2 piles. Let's just see what the Moonology Oracle deck has to say. Any guidance from this Oracle deck, Spirit? No, Spirit's saying no. You don't need to worry about timing because you're already there. So I'm just going to put that away. Let's see. Maybe I'll give you... Let's just look at Work Your Light Oracle deck. Anything from this deck, Spirit, to give to pile number 3? No, like it's like you've already mastered, you're there. Let's see, what is this? Inner temple, devotion, tune in to the portal of your heart. Another portal confirmation card, like balance, harmony. I'm feeling like a true North Star, like following your heart always, trusting your heart. It's going to consistently take you in the right direction. Like you are this person. You're so embodied. There's not a whole lot else for you to, I mean, there's always things that you're going to want to strive for, right? There's always another level of success. But once you've reached this, like, you're on the ladder and you're getting all this recognition and there's so much stability. It's like there's nothing you could really do to knock you off this ladder. So continue to be embodied, continue to follow your heart. Don't forget to honor yourself. Don't forget your humble beginnings. I think for some of you, it can be easy to forget. And to start creating more shadow aspects of ourselves as we become more financially affluent, to forget where we came from. So Spirit is saying, don't forget where you came from, but continue to honor this inner temple. Devote your life to your heart, to following your inner being's guidance. Protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. That's weird. That's very, oh, you know what? This is like, what's the Meghan Trainor song? No, my name is no. My number is no. My sign is no. Like, you gotta let it go, right? Something like that. This is what this song, this is what's playing in my head. This is like, okay, you've reached this height. You're like so empowered. Don't let anybody knock you down. Don't absorb other people's energies. Like I said, like you could start to create other shadow aspects of yourself as you become more financially affluent, as you have more material success. That could really go to your head and your ego in this 3D world experience. So Spirit's like, okay, just be mindful of that, making sure that it's not going to distract you from following your heart, from doing really good work in this world. Setting up a charity, but doing it for the right reasons, not necessarily, I mean, there's great tax write-offs and benefits and stuff, but make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. You stay humble and in your heart, and don't let, when you become really successful, there could be a lot of yes people around you. So make sure that you're also surrounding yourself with the right people that are going to keep you aligned, keep you focused, keep you humble and really connected to your heart. That's important guidance, I think, from Spirit. But other than that, you're just on this really great track, and almost nothing will knock you down off of this ladder that you've climbed nearly to the top, if not to the top. Thank you, pile number 3. What a beautiful reading, like just so much beautiful emotion and power and just grace, sending you love and support on this journey. If you like this reading, if it resonated, give it a thumbs up and comment below. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do that so that you don't miss anything else that's coming your way. Have a great day, and not that you will ever miss things, everything that's meant for you will find you, but I would love to connect with you and stay connected with you. So please subscribe if you haven't already. Talk to you soon. Thanks for being here. Have a great day. Hey, pile number 4, welcome to your reading, your next big career breakthrough. What is in store for you? This card was at the bottom of the deck. I didn't show anybody else, any of the other piles, what was the card that was at the bottom of the deck, but this caught my eye and I really wanted to honor it. So I'm gonna put that there. We have Eight of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant. We have the Four of Swords. 11, Justice. The Wheel. You also got an extra card. So you actually have 2 extra cards than any of the other piles got. The Wheel and the Queen of Cups here. There's not a lot of action. Not a lot of action going on. There's a lot of self-mastery. This has come up a few times. Rest, making sure to prioritize rest. The more you rest, the more money you're going to make. The more opportunities are coming in for you. This is honoring of yourself. Really, with the Eight of Pentacles, it's about mastering a skill. So for some of you, it could be going to school with the Hierophant here, I'm seeing. Some of you could be going to school or taking extra classes to master a skill in order to up level to the next level of your career or your business or whatever. For a lot of you who are spiritually minded, who are trying to manifest things, this is a confirmation that if you are working with the law of attraction actively, consciously, then this is your confirmation that things are about to transform in your life, that all of the things that you've been working on manifesting are coming through for you. With the Hierophant, I'm hearing like the law of attraction, the law of assumption, the law of expectancy, all of these universal laws you've been working on mastering. You've been working on mastering your energy. You've been prioritizing rest. You've been focusing on your own needs, cleansing with the Himalayan salt there. You've been cleansing yourself, your energy, your space, your body, your mind. You've been doing a lot of that work for a really long time. Or maybe even not that long. Some of you could have just started working on actively manifesting, like doing manifestation work, or like the work of manifesting, which I don't like to use that word, but you've been working on attracting what it is that you want in your life with really focused intention with the Justice card here. I'm just seeing like as above, so below. So, you know, what's going on in the 4D, 5D world, 6D world, what's going on in your energy field, like you're meditating and you're bringing it into the 3D, you're bringing it into reality. What you're thinking and feeling inside of you has to come into your life. You know that, and you've been mastering the laws, mastering your energy, mastering your thoughts, mastering your mood, your emotions, your vibration. Balance, like there's so much balance going on here. Taking a step back from exerting yourself too much. The Wheel of Fortune here is like things are coming in. But this came up, right? The Seven of Wands. It's like defending, and in this card specifically, she's like, okay, no, I'm going to focus on my inner world, my inner being. I'm going to follow the calls. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to visualize. She's like actively manifesting the world. She's not even paying attention to the 3D. People are trying to knock her down off of this, out of this state of wellness, of alignment, but she's not taking the bait. She's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm focused on my own inner world here. I'm focused on my own creative potential. I'm focused on what I want to create for myself. And I don't care what you say. I don't care what's going on in the 3D world. I'm not going to pay attention to that. Like, this is huge. This is next level spiritual ascension. Queen of Cups at the end here is just self-mastery. But in this one specifically, this Queen of Cups, like she is focused on balance, focused on her energy, focused on staying in flow, in control of her emotions. She is just so full of grace and poise and emotional stability, tapping into her creative potential. But there's not a lot of action, so it's more of a mental energy, I'm finding. Like, not so much mental, but like mind body energy, like just really focusing on expansion of her energetic field, or changing her frequency to match the desired outcome that she's seeking. But I also see, for a lot of you, the next breakthrough is like, I think you're going to get this stuff, whatever it is that you're manifesting, it's coming. You know it's coming. It is coming into your life. But at the end of the day, for some of you, it's like, okay, I got it. What's next now? And not stopping. It's like, what can I manifest next? What can I do next? What do I want next? Like, getting so caught up and excited and feeling so much joy about your ability to create something out of nothing, your ability to make thoughts become things, essentially. It's like you're so excited about being able to do it that you're like, you can't stop. So I'm seeing here also with the Justice card, balancing out wants, needs, and desires. Like, make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. I'm hearing don't get greedy, but Spirit isn't like that. Spirit's not like, you can't, just because you manifested this means you can't have that. There's no lack in the world. Lack is only a perception. So, but in the don't get greedy, I think it's more of the make sure that you're aligned with your heart. Make sure you're manifesting what it is that you actually want. I'm hearing, be careful what you wish for. For some of you, this is a very specific message for some of you. Being very intentional, I guess, about the words that you're using, being very specific about the words that you're using, because I find that the more attuned you get to the vibrations of the universe, the more self-aware, self-realized you are. When you start to manifest things, you manifest really effortlessly and easily, and that can be even things that you don't want. So you're very highly attuned and sensitive to energies. You're very good at manifesting, or you've been working on it for a really long time, and you're going to get so good at it, in fact, that Spirit is kind of warning you to be really mindful of the thoughts and the intentions behind what it is that you're manifesting, because you're going to manifest them whether they're for good or bad. So just be really mindful of that as you're moving forward. But overall, like, there's a lot of just like, the more I rest, the more money I make. I don't need to hustle, because I can just dream and things come into my reality. Okay, let's get some clarifying cards for you, pile number 4. The Justice card is also, I'm hearing, you get what you deserve, right? And so, again, with the intentionality, we're always manifesting all the time. But our external world is a mere reflection. Also, there's a reflection here of our internal world. You can't always see it. So I think there's a bit of a warning here of like, where are you manifesting from? From your wounds or from your higher self? I don't know why I'm getting this. I feel like you are so powerful. You've been doing all this work. You've been really aligning. I just feel like some of you are so self-realized, and really attuned to your higher self, attuned to yourself, your environments, other people. Like, you're just so self-aware. You've been doing a lot of that work, but maybe for some of you, there's some wounds inside of you that need to be healed. And make sure that you're manifesting for the right reasons. Like, you're not manifesting because you want recognition or you want to prove other people wrong. What's the intention behind the manifestation? Really pay attention to that. Okay, so we have new vision here with the Hanged Man, guilt, 8 of Swords, 6 of Wands with success, the the Page of Pentacles with adventure, okay, let's get 2 more cards to balance out the reading. Can you guys see? Let's see. The 8 of Swords underneath the Hierophant. They have all these like hands, other people's energies clawing at you, telling you what you should be doing, telling you what's possible and what's not possible. But you have spirit here with the flowers and the purple waiting to break through this energy. Like, maybe you've been waiting a really long time with the Hanged Man here with new vision. Like, you've been waiting for a really long time, working on mastering the manifestation principles, the laws of the universe. You've been studying them, mastering them, working on them. But maybe there's a little bit of resistance in your energy field from what other people say, from what's normal with the Hierophant, from, being by the book, being very traditional. Oh, you need to struggle to make money. Oh, you need to work hard on relationships. Oh, you need to do this in order to reach this level of success or buy a house or move here, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, whatever it is you're trying to bring into your life, into your career, whatever financial abundance you're trying to. This came up in like 2 other readings. 10 of Swords with rebirth underneath of the wheel here, which is like a confirmation of change, of endings, things coming to an end, all of the struggles that you've had, all of the resistance that you've had to getting your manifestations. Like, I think that when we do start to work with the laws of the universe and the law of attraction, we can make a lot of mistakes very easily, especially when we haven't done the inner healing work that needs to happen, or we still have this perception that we need to struggle and work hard in order to manifest, in order to have things pop into your reality. It can be challenging for trauma survivors or people who grew up in a environment, in a society, a toxic society or a family structure that teaches you that magic isn't a reality, isn't possible, that you can't create something out of nothing, that work is hard and that's why they call it work, and you need to struggle all the time, that you need to follow traditions, go to school, get a degree, get your master's, do this, do that in order to be successful, in order to make money to provide for your family. But in a lot of cases, when you are a spiritually minded person and you start to learn about the laws and start to work with them, you really want to believe, you really and you believe logically in your mind, like, okay, it all makes sense to me. But when you try to put it into practice, there's still so much resistance in your world around you, in the people around you that have a lot of influence over you, but also internally, the inner wounds that tell you that no, this is impossible. The patterns that you've created in your life that have taught you to, or conditioned you to struggle, to force things into your reality, to force things to work, to force solutions to happen. And Spirit is saying you just really need to let that go and do some more healing work, I think, in order to completely master what you've set out to master. And it's coming, like it's really coming for you. And Spirit is saying, just enjoy the moment. You know, you have here the Rebirth card, 10 of Swords, which is all about endings, but also about new beginnings, about what has been coming to an end, all the struggles, all the pain, everything that wasn't going well for you, finally flipping around, finally mastering that healing energy, finally letting go of trying to control everything, finally letting go and surrendering to the universe. Yeah, like look at, we have the Four of Swords and then the Six of Wands, which is about recognition and just achieving success. And what I was saying was, as I sleep, I make money. The more I rest, the more money I make, the more recognition I get. Like, this is where you need to be at. This is the sweet spot I'm hearing in your manifesting journey as what you should be focusing on right now. The more I rest, the more successful I am. The more I let go and surrender, the more successful I am. And just watch as new opportunities and money and whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, abundance, watch as it comes into your life. And that's the law. And that's the Justice card here. That's the law. What is going on inside of you will be mirrored externally in your 3D environment. That's the law of the universe. So the more you work on this of self-mastery and relaxing and surrendering, the more you work on your self-concept and feel really good about yourself and know that you don't have to force things into your reality or force things to happen, that they just naturally come to you, the more successful you're going to be. And that's the law. And you're just mastering the laws of the universe right now. And they're just, obviously, it's right here. You are going to have a breakthrough. This is like somebody floating, just floating through existence, la 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 la, never worrying about anything. Everything always works out for me. I don't have to struggle. I don't have to worry. I don't have to save too much for the future. I don't have to, all I need to do is focus on my alignment. This is like just a little lesson from Spirit. Like, all I have to do is be aligned, take care of myself, focus on my own inner being, and allowing things into my reality and floating from one moment to the next, knowing that everything is coming into my life without stress, without struggle. Spirit will always catch me. See this little, there's like a gap in the stepping stones here. Spirit will always bring me to the next step. I don't need to even think too much into the future. I just need to feel into my next steps and not pay attention to what else is going on around me. Like, you are really mastering the principles of the laws of the universe. That is what your journey is right now. And you are about to have a breakthrough. Don't give up. This is your mantra. The more I rest, the more recognition I get. The more I rest, the more money I make. The more I rest, the more successful I am. I am this. Focus on that. Your self-concept. I am successful. I am abundant. I am joy. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. Whatever you're trying to manifest. Look at, and then it's like, you're just going along your path here, and like, look, a rainbow. Look, oh my God, the pot of gold that I've been looking for just magically appeared out of nowhere. Any moment now, what it is that you're wanting to manifest is going to materialize. Any moment. I just asked, okay, so Spirit, can we get some timing information for pile number 4 about when this manifestation that they are really working on is going to materialize? small hands. Like they're just short. Some of these cards can be like, okay, Spirit's like, no, Spirit, any minute now. Any minute now, Spirit, give us an answer. Oh, gosh. Oh, look at this bow. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. That could be some insight for you, but I think with the bow and arrow here, it's like X marks the spot. Like it's just going to appear. Luck is on your side. Just know that luck is on your side, and it's going to appear as if the universe struck a bow and an arrow flew into your reality, like out of nowhere, out of the blue. You're going to be like, whoa, what just happened? Should we pull one of these? I haven't pulled one of these cards for any of the other decks, but I had it out and I thought it's just calling to me. Let's see. Any idea about like this next big career manifestation breakthrough? Any sort of insights? Any more insights for pile number? Whoa, okay. We have navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. Yeah, just follow what brings you joy. Live your life. Don't worry so much about the end goal, really. Like just focus on following what brings you joy. Feel into the good feelings, and let that be your guide. Joy and delight, open your heart to joy. Look, it's just follow your heart, follow your bliss, feel into satisfaction, what brings you the most satisfaction. Follow that, do that, live your life, and the thing that you most want is going to, it's going to pop into your reality without notice, without warning. I did pull some of these oracle cards, and I want to give you at least one because I love them. And the Priestess of Light oracle deck. Oh. One final message for pile number 4. My spiritual pile, my pile of like self-mastery. Like this is a big journey, right? And I think it can feel really frustrating when you're doing all the things, but you're also so used to doing, and that being your reality of how you get things done, that you're not used to letting go, surrendering and relaxing, and just follow like the niggles inside of you that tell you which direction to go in. And you can only really hear those niggles when you're resting, when you're quiet, when your mind is quiet. So meditation is really important for you as well. Spirit's not giving me any cards. It's just turning up all these different ways. What's this? Yeah, clarity, planning, releasing, illusion. Just what we've sort of been talking about. Releasing the illusion that you need to struggle in order to achieve. We have 5 here, and the 5 is the Hierophant there. Look at too many other 5s, but I just feel like be really clear, like I was saying in the beginning of this, be really clear about what it is that you want, because you are actually manifesting everything. The more you do this sort of manifesting work and learning about the laws, you might be more aware of what you're manifesting, how you're manifesting it, what comes quickly to you, what has more resistance. Just be a little more aware, be more attuned, be more clear, especially in the language and the words that you're using when you are trying to manifest something very specific. It's kind of a joke from the universe. Like, be careful what you wish for. Make sure you're very intentional and specific in the language, clarifying exactly what you want. When you experience something that might be the opposite of what it is that you're trying to manifest, be aware of it, acknowledge it, and then clarify, okay, that was sort of what I wanted, but not exactly what I wanted. Here's what I actually want. Let me clarify for you, universe, because you didn't really get the message. So, God, there's such a big category. So anyway, this is pretty cool. This is your next big breakthrough, which I think is just learning to have faith, learning to trust, learning to let go, learning to surrender, and then watching as things materialize out of nowhere. Pretty cool energy, pile number 4. Congratulations on this work. Takes a lot of strength and courage even to go against the grain from what society expects, right? That's pretty awesome. So that's what I have for you, pile number 4. Thank you for being here and watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and comment below. Tell me how it resonated. And yeah, if you're not already subscribed, please do that. I look forward to connecting with you next time. See you soon. Bye.